Morning, everybody. It is Saturday, August 2nd, 2014. I am down in the river valley. Just finished my 5K. Hey, so I came downtown to tackle a couple of my big challenges. One is running in public with a lot of people that can see me. And two, tackled a couple of my big fears. One, running in public where a lot of people can see me. And two is running hills, whether it's up or down. Luckily it's early in the morning and it's a Saturday, so there's not as many people out on the road as normal, but today I got up the gumption, I guess you could say. Got up the gumption to come downtown here in Lethbridge and to run as much of the route that I'll have to run in September for my Lethbridge Police Services 5K. So the first part of it is along Scenic Drive, which is a very busy, highly traveled road in our downtown. Well, kind of goes from the north side all the way to the south side, so it's a very busy road. And the second challenge was to run down the big huge hill that then I'll have to run down during the race. So I figure it's a hill and you're going down. How hard could it be? Gravity will pull you, and it won't be that difficult. But yeah, so far at the moment, the thing that hurts the worst of my legs is my calves. I really need to get a foam roller, which I might go and buy before I go home this morning. Because the last week or two, actually the last couple of months, I've really noticed that my calves on both legs are super, super tight. Just standing up from sitting down on the couch or so stuff like that will really hurt it. So, well, not necessarily hurt, but you could really feel the tightness in the calves. And of course there's my IT band that I need to roll out as well. So yeah, I better be getting into those. So yeah, I finished my 5K. Start up downtown, run down Scenic Drive for about just over a kilometer, 1.25 kilometers approximately. And that will take you to the top of the big hill, which is about a kilometer and a quarter by itself. But running on Scenic, I was thinking about bringing my camera today. Maybe one day I'll come and I'll just walk it. I'll bring my camera so you can get an idea because it's quite a bit downhill, not super steep or anything, but quite a bit downhill at the start on Scenic, and then uphill to the start of this hill we need to run down, and then the big hill down. And down here in the river valley there's a lot of dips and stuff, so a lot of changes in terrain. So I couldn't run the whole thing because the race ends up in the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police's gun range. So it's obviously locked down. So what I'm doing now is I parked up on the hill. So I gotta go back up the hill. And you know, I could have just walked the path by the road that takes you back up to the hill, but I thought, you know, I'm up for a bit of an adventure. So I decided to come on a path I've never been on before. But so far it's been okay. Hasn't been too steep. But take a look at what I have to do now. I have to go up to the top of that hill, and I don't know where it goes at the top of these stairs, but I guess I'll find out. At least the stairs aren't too steep. Okay. So you see that building up there? I parked just to the left of that building. And this is kind of a narrow pathway. And a pretty steep drop off, so I better make sure I don't lose my balance, or else they may never find me down there in those trees. So, hey, I guess I can legitimately say that I went out for a hike. I went for a run. So now, getting close to the end of this part of the trail, and it looks like there's a bunch of switchbacks up there. So, this is going to be fun. I'm going to see if I can run part of this. It's pretty steep, but see how far I can get. Talk to you in a bit. Alright. Holy crap. There's the hill from above. Switchback start way down there by those green trees. Those kind of light green trees. I ran the first 3 of the switchbacks. Not always very fast. They're always at least this steep, maybe a little steeper in a couple spots. Wow, it's a good workout going up that hill though. I'm glad that I did that instead of the path by the road. I came up here. Their entire city is split by the river valley. This coulee down here, from the north point of the city to the south point of the city, there's no buildings, there's no land developed down there except for what was developed like way back when the city first started. You probably saw it as I was walking. There's a fort down there. There was coal mines all over the place, and the entrance to one of the coal mines is down in the river valley. There's a water treatment place down the river valley, and that's about it. There's not much more. So it's really cool that the city takes so much care in preserving this area. So for decades, centuries to come, it should be pristine and pretty, just like this. So, anyway, I know my 6 and a bit kilometers so far doesn't match up too much to Kurt's 18. I'm sure you're either outrunning now or you're done. It's amazing, Kurt. You know, if I didn't have any medical concerns, any physical concerns with my body, and I would definitely, try and push it. Try and go to 10K. I mean, right now, as soon as I hit that hill that I have to run down for my race, and I was running down the hill, I was elated. I was ecstatic. The only other time I've been on that hill was back, I think it was May or June. Went down into the river valley and I did, I don't know, maybe just over 10K. Most of it was walking though. And I tried to run up that hill and couldn't get more than maybe the 20th, 5% of the hill before I had to stop. And walk. And just walking the hill back then was, even when I came back down, just walking that hill was terrible. I couldn't do it very well. I didn't like doing it. And today, running down is not a big deal. It's not a big issue. I could do it without too much difficulty. So, it's awesome when you can see that kind of improvement in yourself. I mean, it's awesome to see that kind of improvement in other people too, but when you can see it in yourself, it definitely motivates you to keep going. All right. I think I'm close to my 2 kilometers up the hill and back to my car. So I'm gonna get going, go home and cut the grass. And I can rest and play with my family the rest of the day. So, you guys take care. I'll talk to you later.